When Apple first launched the Apple TV way back in 2007, most people saw it as a small side project, a hobby in Apple's lineup. Nobody would have guessed that almost 2 decades later, the Apple TV 4K would become a premium streaming device, tightly woven into the entire Apple ecosystem. From movies and TV shows to gaming, music, and even smart home control, it's now a centerpiece for many Apple households. Fast forward to today in 2025, and Apple is preparing to push this little black box even further. The next generation Apple TV 4K isn't just rumored to be faster. It could be Apple's most ambitious streaming device yet. With talk of in-house wireless chips, Wi-Fi 7 support, the powerful A17 processor, and even Apple Intelligence features making their way into the living room, this could completely change the role of Apple TV.so. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the upcoming Apple TV 4K. The rumored specs, the potential release date, pricing expectations, and whether it's really worth upgrading if you already own a previous model. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of whether this is just a minor refresh or Apple's big move to lock down the living room. Why Apple TV still? Before we dive into the new features, let's talk about why Apple TV is still relevant in 2025. Many households already invested in iPhones, Macs, or HomePod see Apple TV as the natural choice for a streaming hub, even if cheaper options exist from Roku, Google, or Amazon. What's impressive is how long Apple TVs last. Even older models like the 2017 Apple TV 4K still run smoothly today. Apps launch quickly, Dolby Vision is supported, and tvOS updates keep everything modern. Many people upgrade the Siri remote rather than the entire box. That longevity and reliability are what make Apple TV stand out compared to cheaper competitors. Apple's first in-house wireless chip. One of the biggest rumors for the 2025 Apple TV 4K is the introduction of Apple's first in-house Bluetooth and Wi-Fi chip. Why does this matter? Well, Apple has been moving toward vertical integration for years, from Apple Silicon in Macs to custom displays in iPhones. By making its own wireless chip, Apple can fine-tune performance for stability, low latency, and energy efficiency. For Apple TV owners, that could mean stronger connections with HomePods and AirPlay devices. Fewer HomeKit dropouts. Goodbye to those frustrating no-response errors. Better reliability in crowded households with tons of Wi-Fi devices. If this rumor is true, Apple TV could become the most reliable smart home hub Apple has ever built. Wi-Fi 7 support. Now you might be wondering, do we really need Wi-Fi 7 for streaming? After all, Wi-Fi 6 already handles 4K content with no issues. But Wi-Fi 7 isn't just about speed. It's about capacity and efficiency. With theoretical speeds of up to 46 gigabits per second and access to the 6 GHz band, Wi-Fi 7 dramatically reduces congestion in homes full of connected devices. For Apple TV users, this could mean smoother streaming even when multiple TVs are playing 4K or 8K content. More stable Apple Arcade cloud gaming sessions, lower latency for AirPlay mirroring and multi-room audio. That is future-proofing at its finest. That A18 processor and Apple Intelligence. Every Apple TV refresh brings a new chip. And this time Apple could take things to the next level with the A18 processor, the same one expected to power the iPhone 17 lineup. Here's why that's important: performance boost, faster navigation, quicker app launches, and smoother gaming. Even though the A15 in the 2022 Apple TV is still strong, the A18 would extend the device's longevity. Apple Intelligence compatibility. Apple's new AI platform requires at least an A17 Pro chip. With the A18, the Apple TV could finally bring AI into the living room. Imagine smarter search, AI-driven content recommendations, and even real-time video enhancements, all powered by Apple Intelligence. Apple hasn't officially announced this for tvOS yet, but the 2025 hardware might be what makes it possible. Here's where things get tricky. Apple TV has always been a premium device, with the current entry-level model costing $129, and an extra $20 if you want Thread and Ethernet support. That's significantly more than most competitors, which start as low as $30. So will Apple finally drop the price in 2025? Rumors suggest it's possible, but unlikely that Apple will dive into a full price war. More realistically, Apple could keep the base model at $129 and de-introduce a higher-end version with AI, Thread, and more storage for $149 or $159. That way, Apple maintains its premium branding but still offers more value. Release date expectations based on Apple's patterns. The new Apple TV 4K will likely debut alongside the iPhone 17 in September 2025. Apple typically positions Apple TV as part of its broader ecosystem announcements, and shipping usually begins within a couple of weeks after the event. It won't be the headline product. iPhone will always take center stage, but expect Apple to emphasize how seamlessly the Apple TV works with iPhones, iPads, HomePods, and Macs. Do you really need to upgrade? Here's the big question. Should you upgrade? If you already own a 2017 or 2022 Apple TV 4K, the answer might be no. Thanks to tvOS updates, even older models are fast and reliable. All the major streaming apps work flawlessly, Dolby Vision is supported, and the visual experience is already top tier. The only reasons to upgrade are if you want Wi-Fi 7 for future-proofing, if you want Apple Intelligence features on your TV. Or if you want the absolute smoothest experience possible with the A18 chip. Otherwise, a refurbished 2022 model still delivers incredible value. The 8K question: what about 8K? Rumors suggest Apple might add 8K support, but honestly it feels more like a checkbox feature. 8K TVs are still expensive, adoption rates are low, and there's barely any content outside of YouTube. Even Netflix and Disney Plus are still focused on 4K HDR, not 8K.SO. While Apple might include it for bragging rights, the real focus will still be on Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos audio, which already provide a premium cinematic experience. Why this upgrade matters: the 2025 Apple TV 4K isn't about beating Roku or Amazon Fire TV on price. It's about reinforcing Apple's ecosystem, by making Apple TV the hub for streaming, music, fitness, gaming, and smart home control. Apple keeps households tied into its ecosystem. Features like iCloud Photos on the big screen or spatial audio with AirPods simply work better on Apple TV than anywhere else. With in-house wireless chips, Wi-Fi 7, the A18 chip, and AI integration, Apple is strengthening its grip on the living room like never before. So, here's the bottom line. The 2025 Apple TV 4K may not reinvent the streaming box category overnight, but it will likely be the smartest, fastest, and most future-proof Apple TV we've ever seen. With custom wireless chips for more reliable connections, Wi-Fi 7 for future-proof networking, the A18 processor for power and longevity, and the possibility of Apple Intelligence integration, this little device is shaping up to be more than just a way to watch Netflix. It's Apple's vision for the living room of the future. Who should upgrade? If you already own the 2017 or 2022 Apple TV 4K, you don't need to panic. Those models are still fast, reliable, and fully capable for everyday streaming. But if you want next-generation networking, AI features, or you just want the smoothest experience possible, then the 2025 model might be worth waiting for. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Apple TV 4K 2025 will finally justify its premium price, or is Apple just adding features most people won't use? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my upcoming breakdowns on the iPhone 17, Apple Watch Ultra 3, and more Apple leaks and rumors. This has been your detailed look at the Apple TV 4K 2025. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.